out of that top lane twice in quick succession.
Now he has to do the walk of shame whenever he respawns to some other lane as they find No-Tail trying to cut the wave.
They've got him as well. Another kill to be found for EG. 10-4 in these 8 minutes. Mid lane Thompson's going to jump forward and look for Fly, but Fly, he has a Nightmare. There's also a TP available for the puck. Jarex will be able to get him out of the Nightmare, and Thompson does escape. Good job he did so as well. S4 did have the Dream Coil available, and Thompson stuck around underneath the tower. Space will be there down bottom for Seb whilst all the chaos is going on elsewhere. Seb does finish off the tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
EG continuing to posture, ready to make these moves. They have 4 heroes around this mid lane, 2 of them invading the jungle of OG.
Oh, I'm dumb. The chainmail turned into phase boots. Lol. Okay, never mind. I know what it is on the Lifestealer. Yeah. Okay. So the fact that EG is being so active right now with Lifesteal, like he's not even looking for infest targets or anything like that. He showed up to kill the mid lane whenever Thompson was on the run. He's pushing up top. He's able to take that tower. It's kind of putting OG in a weird spot because they don't feel any lane is comfortable right now. Like Seb has been able to successfully take down the bot tier 1, but now Monkey King and Troll Warlord are kind of wondering, like they're competing over farm almost, and now Thompson has to create some room.
Some out. Just try to break down the trees. Thompson's already moving around too much. In fact, he is going to commit for this. He has Seb and Jarex with him. The Boundless Strike onto the 2 of them. They'll pick up the 3 bounty runes so far. OG getting the bounty rune advantage. We'll see if they can find kills as well. They get the hold down onto Doom, but Doom, he's got the ult available. He turns straight away onto the Monkey King. Thompson's got to back away. S4 in with the 2-man Dream Coil. No-Tail and Seb in trouble. Seb cannot kill off crit. Seb's dead, and so's No-Tail. They get the 2 supports. RT's in the river is able to finish off Thompson with the Doom down upon him. Thompson had nothing else to throw into the fight. As OG, they just end up throwing 3 of their lives away. Looking for that fight. Thompson wanting to commit, and it's always a dangerous place. They're close to the shrine. You know that a counterplay is going to come in, especially with how EG's been playing so far today. And they pushed their bets. OG, they tried to go for that, and it didn't end up working. EG more than ready to respond.
Yeah, it's a rough 10-minute bounty rune fight. And Lifesteal was able to participate in nearly all of that, so he gets a ton of experience as well. It's oftentimes on the shoulders of Ana that OG is like, okay, we're fine as long as Ana is being able to farm up. But it's not going to be as easy on a Troll Warlord. Again, like in Game 1 we saw that Thompson was not really able to assist Ana in damage dealing. And so a few deaths here and there on a Monkey King, that can start really holding back your carry potential.
Especially when it's this troll that is going for the Battle Fury, you're playing for the farm, trying your best to keep up with this Midas Lifestealer. Thompson out, rundown will be there onto Jarex, does manage to dodge the stun, goes for the false promise upon himself, and with the heals from the shrine being doubled up, he won't die, Jarex will survive. And Seb, from that bottom lane to the mid lane, he's just prioritizing, taking objectives, getting the pressure on, forcing some sort of a reaction from EG. That will be the case. Samael and Arteezy seeing if they can catch out No-Tail. No-Tail with the Firefly is able to get himself out of vision into the pit and over back towards the jungle. They can't slow him down. They can't catch him. Samael will be able to get a very juicy rune for himself, though. Regen rune into the bottle for the Leshrac.
And this is when the 5-position Battle Rider really starts suffering, because normally you have a position 5 who's, level 4. They can at least be marginally useful with some sort of crowd control. Really all No-Tail provides is an irritating slow/turn speed modification, and then he can kind of cut waves and not really care too much if he dies for it. But he's not level 6 yet, he's not even level 5 yet. And so OG are attempting to make these moves, but they can't really threaten EG. It's more of a bluff.
EG will make sure that OG do stop beating down on the middle tower. And Arteezy just continuing to do an impeccable job of finding the right places to be. Always in a position where he's getting this lane farm, and OG aren't making plays against him. They're moving into the jungle of EG. But they won't find Arteezy's Lifestealer. He's elsewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see if they find anything at all. It doesn't look like it. EG, again, incredibly prepared for each attempt from OG. They're grouped up around the tier 1. If you're OG, you're very unlikely to get on top of any of these members of EG without losing the trade yourselves. They are going to try, at least moving forward with the Oracle, Jerax will get a deep ward down. He's going to move towards this tier 1. Another ward down as well. Will be under that sentry, though, from EG.
The thing is, Vision hasn't really been holding them back because they have Hawk, and it hasn't really been like, oh, okay, now that we have really aggressive wards, now we'll be able to find lifesteal or something like that. Really, just, the problem is, like you said, like, how do you even start to kill these EG heroes without a roar to really initiate things? It's not easy. There's no
Look at
open
this.
wounds.
Up top, I mean, Arteezy bully baiting Thompson in there, saying, please hit me, please get the Jingu Mastery stacks up. Thompson, he absolutely fell for it. He went straight for the kill. Response is there. I mean, that, you sort of look at that from an outsider, that's a very obvious bait from Arteezy, but Thompson falls for it.
At the minimum, OG are able to claim a bot tier 2, but I really don't like Thompson having to like give up his life like this, because, I mean, maybe they have a grand plan, but I feel like that's what really held them back in Game 1, is just the fact that Thompson was tossing his life away. And while Ana was being able to get a lot out of it, and you know, in this situation, OG are able to take bot tier 2, as they get a roar on Bane.
They do. But Fly, he's still alive. I mean, he's able to brain sap the ball, but he's not even going to die. That's a roar expended on a support that you don't even kill. And EG, they've got the Dream Card down onto the two of them. S4 heads in. And it's there on the high ground, so EG do have to be a little careful. They do not have Arteezy for this fight. Sumail being focused, the roots down onto the two of them. Sumail will actually get, fortunately, Flame broken back to safety as he's now underneath the tier 1 tower. Fly turns for the Fiend's Grip attempt out. Do they have the damage follow-up to kill that? Beastmaster had lovely lightning bounces and the shockwave. Sumail and Crit working in harmony there to follow up the Fiend's Grip, get the kill onto Seb. There's the stun as well, out onto this Stroll, who has been saved for now by the false promise, but he's taking heavy damage. He's surely going to pop after it ends as the blast comes in. Up to the high ground they go. A double kill for Crit, as himself with that shockwave throwing it out numerous times in the fight, getting those 2 kills. Really nice play there from EG as a whole. And mid lane, Arteezy, he's just going to casually walk away. There's not anything that these 2 heroes can do about it.
This is one of the rare situations that you are okay dooming the main carry whenever there's an Oracle on the team. Because the cheese here is that you're able to activate Battle Trance and you'll survive after the False Promise ends. But if you're doomed the whole time, you will not be able to cast your ultimate as a Troll Warlord. So this is a fantastic situation for a Doom to be in, because much as we saw in the previous game, Oracle was not able to do very much dealing with Global Silence, and here he will be able to get his spells off, but even then, being effective with them is a whole different story.
It's definitely hard. 16 minutes in, 16-4, 5k lead for EG. Game 1 was close for the most part. Got to a point where EG lost 2 racks, and then we were able to turn and take the game. The power of Arteezy. This time around, this game 2, EG certainly feels like they're taking over that a little bit earlier. This game is going to be a hard climb for OG to really get their course back into the game. The lead that EG has very early on.
Yeah, and unlike last game, OG do not have like a Magnus in power to really help bring people up to speed. They're pretty much having to rely on their farming capabilities. Like Ana, he's going for a Battle Fury, so at least that'll help out somewhat, but Arteezy's much closer to his Radiance than he really should be. But you know, he's been playing it very, very carefully. He's been participating in kills, and hasn't died a single time. 1-0-1. Meanwhile,
Really hasn't. Bottom lane, Sumail. He's found Ana. Ana does have the battle chance. Full turn. Sumail has already used the Yules, but he keeps himself at a distance and woohoo, he's going to die. Ana will go down and return, so they get the 1-for-1. Crit being focused by Seb. S4's down the side though. S4, he's got the steedy rune. He's punching quite nicely. The stacks will be built up. Phase shift going to be used early. Has the silence to stop the Boundless, but it doesn't matter. OG, they'll pick up the kills. Seb's in with the double, and this time they do outnumber EG.
Very well played by OG. I think Leshrac was expecting the Doom to help him. Unfortunately, Beastmaster showed up, roared the Doom, and was like, no, you're not finishing off my Battle Trance Troll Warlord. And Leshrac's like, kind of need another hero to tank this Battle Trance for me, but no one was showing up, and OG quickly converged on the location.
And worth mentioning, of course, both teams having a core rushing for that Radiance. Arteezy very close to his. Thompson with the Monkey King build, going for the phase into Radiance.
Okay.
Something that we have seen before. And does allow sort of this hero that You're going to imagine he's going to be on the front lines the most of the time to just have that extra sort of burn, that extra farm potential.
Right, even just with the Wukong's command.
Exactly, the reach of the burn.
It's immense.
Everybody's going to be on fire. Around the pit, EG. Wanting to push back, take this tier 1 mid. Ana. Is it the Battle Fury timing? 18 minutes in. It's there.
And the thing is, with a Monkey King Radiance, it doesn't necessarily need to be a farming item, because if it was like a Troll Battle Fury and then like a Monkey King Battle Fury, that's very concerning, because EG are going to start pressing the issue before those heroes will have time to be like, oh, you know, we'll
He's not level 6 yet. He's not level 5
take
yet.
advantage of our
And so,
Radiances or Battle Furies or whatever.
OG are attempting to make these moves, but
It's
they can't really
tough fight with very effectively. And again, buy more time for Ana has consistently been the name of the game for OG.
It's Thompson. On the prowl for anyone who dares step out.
That's
Part
4
of the
steps
roar.
out.
It's there, onto the puck. S4's gone. OG getting these.
Oh, here are the Chad wheels.
There.
Where's this OG then?
They're getting back in. The hotkeys are working once again.
Yeah, they were suspiciously quiet. Last basically like 40 minutes of game time that we've seen them in game 1, and now this game, it's been all quiet, but you know, they're starting to get their groove back a little bit. Only 1k net worth disadvantage, despite the kill score not looking as much in their favor. They're still doing a good job at farming up on their cores.
And these big iron time is continuing. 19.5 minutes in. Radiance is done
structures are fortified.
for the Lifestealer. Seb's got his Necro book level 2. I can only imagine with the way things are going, Thompson is also going to have his Radiance at a very comparable timing to Arteezy's Lifestealer. Must be pretty soon around the corner.
Yeah, he's about to have the relic completed in 800 gold, and he already bought out the recipe.
To the
20 minutes
fight.
fight.
About they come in S4. He's quick with the coil onto 2. They get the silence, the doom, the grip, everything onto Ana. The false promise is there from Jax. Trying to do his best to keep this troll warlord safe. EG there will continue to chase forward. Crit leading him with the Scorched Earth. They're on top of the troll. Ana is gone. Jax as well will fall.
These dooms, man. This poor troll warlord. Although, I actually don't even know if that was a better fight than the last time they tried to fight on the EG high ground for the bounty rune. The true test if OG can actually win this game is if they are able to bully EG out of their own shrine rune. But so far, not going to be the case. Troll goes down, Oracle goes down, and No-Tail has to solo defend, but I don't really think it's going to happen.
EG, they're seeing if they can get a catch on anyone else, but Seb, he's out there at a distance. Thompson, he's the one they really need to start turning up, and he will do now. He's got the readies done, he's immediately teeping over to the shrine. He's trying to get himself straight in, but Samel was prepared for the stun. Thompson does get the Wukong's command down, but they've lost No-Tail on the back. Thompson, he's sticking down low. Jarex is trying to keep him alive with the magic immunity, but Arteezy is on top of them with the right clicks. Thompson, he's running. Seb's there, slowing down Arteezy, at least with the boar and such. Arteezy will be held away from Thompson. Thompson is still alive for now. He's ticking down low to the Spirit Vessel, but Jarex is there to keep him safe. Back in OG's jungle, Ana, he's being focused. The coil's down onto Jarex. Jarex silenced as well. The waiting wrist out, but Ana's going to work on the puck. The puck's dead, but OG, they've lost 3 in total. It's looking like it's going to be another as well, as Ana held down. Triple kill for Fly. Thompson does manage to pick off the kill onto Samel after the fight ends, and will be able to jump away on a slither of HP. Does escape, but OG losing the 3 heroes. They do get 2 cores nonetheless.
Oh,
Thompson, with the greed. Jumps down to the lane. Does get hit by the Spirit Vessel. I don't think he'll be back in OG's jungle. Ana, he's being fine. Does manage to get away, but playing on the edge there, Thompson.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
OG,
is under
they, again, like, the initiation is just so peculiar. So Seb this time roared out the Doom, which is understandable. Doom was on the low ground, meanwhile the rest of EG were on the high ground. But the problem is that Thompson took way too much burst damage. After Sumail read that TP was going to come in on the shrine, he was prepped for the Monkey King to show up. And then Thompson just had to spend the entire fight running around while getting Spirit Vesseled the entire time. So couldn't even really take advantage of his tree dance, and Oracle needed to help out the Monkey King. Ana did what he could with the battle trance, but he needs the rest of his team. No matter what stage of the game, a troll needs the rest of his team to be useful. And just despite it being on OG's side of the map, they weren't prepared. Still signs of life, though. More so than what we saw in like the first 15 minutes of the game.
Oh, for sure. Thompson, after the Radiance, going for the Manta. Make sure that you can make the most out of the Radiance with those Manta illusions. And also having those ways to outplay some of the point target spells, some of the silences available on EG's lineup.
And hopefully purge off that Spirit Vessel also, so that Oracle doesn't have to be like, okay, I'll help you.
Because ideally, OG, I want to have the focus of Jarrett's being there for his Troll.
Beastmaster.
Bring him out, well said. So his last game, some of the cores of OG getting caught out. EG finding these kills up top, No Tail. He's going to go for the lasso onto Arteezy. The grip is there from Fly onto No Tail. No Tail has Jarrett, Santa, and Thompson as No Tail says, I've got new friends now. As Fly is dead. Get rid of the Bane.
So that's the advantage of a 5-position Batrider. You saw Bane was just like, I will turn around and nightmare you. But so unfortunately that turn speed so molasses slow, and he was not able to get it off, although it is just a support kill. But they're at least intimidating EG to an extent, whereas in the previous game, whenever EG started getting going, it was very difficult for OG to put the fear inside of EG, because Fly was just able to get the most luxury global silences as necessary, whereas this time, I think EG are going to have to put in a little bit more work to outplay OG, especially this Monkey King. Thompson is just being so slippery.
Samael. As this Invis rune he is, who does he have nearby? He has the Doom in the neighborhood. Finds the lead in with the stun, allows Crit to close the gap with the Doom, and this is Troll all alone. The Invis rune allowing that setup. They even get Jarrett's as well. Straight up onto the high ground, EG find 2.
Let's see if they can put a lock on all 4 of these bounty runes, because bottom one probably won't be contested. Problem is, Thompson is starting to push out bot lane, and he's going to make his way to the tier 3 tower, so someone has to come defend it. It's going to be Doom. And actually, instead of going for runes, they're going for Roche.
Okay.
Or maybe a little bit of both.
And we will see Fly at least head out the pit up to the high ground to grab one of the bounties. Elsewhere, Seb takes one.
Okay, they stopped going for Roche. I was like, that doesn't seem
It's a little
easy.
scary, especially when there's a Monkey King still alive.
Right.
Radiance, Wukong's command. Can be a little tricks to fight around in those close confined positions, such as the Roche pit.
Yeah, thankfully they have some ways of finding him. The Illusory Orb is an amazing resource to find a Monkey King hiding in the trees. Now we gotta smoke up on OG.
See if Noto can find a grab. Of course, as a support baddie,
He
he's
does not
relying
have a
on
Blink Dagger.
a Tranquils and a Windlace to close the gap.
Oh, and he killed a ward, so his Tranquils are broken also.
OG. Definitely the line. I mean, both lineups can take this Roche. Both teams, of course, not wanting to let any chance of their opponents getting a hand on it. They know that either side is going to be after this for now. As EG have the high ground, OG sending Jarrett's forward. Smoke's going to wear off. They're trying to get the wraparound. No Tail still looking for an angle to find a lasso from the trees. He does manage to find it. S4 instantly reacts. The silence and the coil down. No Tail's going to be saved though. False promise is there for Jarrett. That's Samael dead. They'll move in the Wukong's command down, burning all of EG. Fly surely will fall, and he does. That's a Bane dead as well. They lose No Tail, but they get 2 kills. Anna's in on the front line. He's trying with the up, but that's him dead gone. They didn't have to save for him because Jarrett had to save No Tail earlier, and now Jarrett has been left alone. EG will strike back hard. As Seb falling down, he's gone. OG will lose the fight. As OG making that aggressive move, but EG quick with the response once again. Samael, no hesitation with the buyback. They know that they're fighting on an area of the map where they will have that map position advantage. They know if they get that fight, they are going to get Roshan, and it certainly looks like they'll do so with ease. Into the pit they are. OG, they had 3 dead. Only No Tail and Thompson alive. We'll see if they go for any funny business in terms of trying to steal the Aegis or the kill, but Crit's on the hunt. No Tail at
He cut down all the trees, so Thompson isn't even like a possibility at this point. Not that it was going to happen. But yeah, No Tail trying his best. He's just going to cut the wave now. That's the kind of initiation that OG needed, and I don't blame them for going to a high ground fight, as the Aegis will go the way of Leshrac, because you have a Monkey King, you have a Batrider, you have Hawk. You have so much of a vision advantage that EG respected it. They were like, okay, we're not going to stay near the river. We're going to back off a little bit. And Lasso came back, but Lasso came on the Leshrac, but quick reactions from S4 to keep No Tail in position so he can't drag that Leshrac down. And he's basically saying you have to fight on our high ground. And so EG were able to buy back on the Leshrac, finish him off. and it's just too much to ask from one Oracle to save
I mean,
four different heroes.
Because it's you always know there's a big chance that the fight's going to go down south if your Oracle is having to save, or at least decides to keep the bat alive. This position 5 bat.
Exactly.
When you have this Troll and Monkey King that they're going to be on the front lines. As soon as the bat's been false promised, you've got to be so careful about how you continue that fight. And OG, they just weren't. Anoaz heading in, fighting past that high ground area towards the tier 2 on the top lane of EG. It was always going to be a fight where they are going to get pincered in by EG. And EG taking the fight, taking the objectives. Tier 2 tower in the top lane getting pressured now as well. As EG maintain that advantage. 30-13, 7k lead, 28 minutes in.
And again, the itemization has just been really on point for EG. It's going to be Aeon Disc on the Leshrac, so even though he got bursted really quickly with that lasso in the previous fight, that's not going to be a possibility afterwards. So he's prepared. And yet again, Arteezy on a perfect game. 3-0-10 right now on this Lifestealer, who's chilling inside of Crit, who has a Blink Dagger and a Centaur Stomp.
There we have it. In they go. They found Ana. Ana does have the back of a Jarek's. False Promise will come in. They have the low sail lasso too. Dragging down one. Fiend's Grip holding Ana in place though will mean he'll surely pop after the False Promise. There's no escape for him. Ana will buy back. Samel diving the tower here. Finishes off Jarek's Oracle, and Samel, he's
out.
even keeping that Aegis safe. It won't need to be expended for now. He'll run back in. He doesn't care if he dies.
More mana.
Falls. 2 buybacks have come out from OG, but EG, they're still keeping the fight going very well in their half. Seb's falling down as the Spirit Vessel. S4 jumps in. Seb has to get back to the side of Boundless Strike. Comes down onto the 3 of them though, and that's finished on 2. Double kill for Ana as he has the damage to follow up. Flies in trouble as the slows there from Thompson. 3 are dead on EG. This time it's OG with the buyback, swinging the situation around.
There we go. This is what I want to see. All right, Monkey King finally entering the game. What a boundless strike on 3 of those heroes. And Leshrac, he was doing laps, and it looked good. I mean, with his BOT move speed, but he needed to die because he was completely out of mana. So he joined back into the fight. Problem is, it was a little bit too close to the shrine. So buyback on the Oracle and buyback on the Troll Warlord, which are expensive buybacks, but remember that Leshrac himself bought back, which is why he's dead for another minute after that
it's a long
fight
time.
ends.
And OG's got good push. They have this Beastmaster. Seb with the Necro books. He's ready to run down lane.
And 2 siege creeps in the mid lane as well. You got those Vlads. This is going to start getting very, very dangerous.
They're going to be up to the high ground here. Tier 3 is certainly in danger. Maybe the Rax as well. Fortification will be popped by EG. OG.
They don't have like any wave clear aside from the puck.
Take this tier 3 tower. S4 trying his best to burst them back. Boundless strikes out. Thompson, he's jumping straight in, looking towards Fly. Crits in with the stomp. And the Infernal Blade Dream Calls there onto the 3 of them. But OG, they have the Wukong's command out from Thompson, making it very hard for S4 to get in. Jump in from Seb. The Roar's out onto the puck, but do they have the damage? He's got the Necro Books on him with the Fate Shift. He's still alive on the puck. S4 will stay safe. But OG got what they came for. They got the full set of racks in the middle lane, and they back out without losing anybody.
Yeah, just be happy with that. No-Tail actually ended up lassoing the puck, otherwise that would have been, lassoing the puck's Lincolns, and otherwise that would have been even worse for EG, but they're able to get out cleanly, and that roar on the puck seemed a bit optimistic, but thankfully OG back off, disciplined, and what a turnaround. They're still down in net worth, they're still down in kills.
But they got a Rax.
They got a Rax, and freaking OG doesn't even have tier 2 towers claimed yet.
Yeah, they're sort of overall half the map still looking well fortified and defended with the towers they have up.
Even game 1, game 2, like, it doesn't really seem clear which team has an advantage at any given moment. They're just toying with each other, it seems. But right now, it does seem like OG have got a good handle on things, and No-Tail is starting to become more and more useful with his 5-position Batrider. Still has not gotten a Blink Dagger yet. But I don't really know if that's his plan anyway. He's got a drum completed. He just needs to be a threat. I mean, Puck had to build a Lincolns for the Roar and a 5-position Batrider.
It's top lane, No-Tail. Just looking towards Arteezy, Thompson, and Seven. They are around. It's a little too far for them to chase. EG more than prepared. S4 TP'd over to be the helping hand to give Arteezy that safety.
Radiant's bottom strong.
That's some out. Space down bottom will be there for him. Pushing out.
That
trying to
roar on the
get
puck
that
seemed a bit
Scarf
optimistic, but
beat.
thankfully OG back
Plate
off.
out,
Disciplined.
1400 towards the Mystic
And
Staff in the recipe.
Fallen.
I'm actually pretty curious what Ortiz is going to go for his 25. A lot of times, Lifesteal's 25 is a huge spike, because 2 seconds on Rage is great. This game, it's not really that useful. But also the feast damage doesn't seem particularly useful either. I don't know... Oh, okay, actually Ana has gone for a Satanic, so it is pretty nice. There's a lot of HP that you can feast off of. But we'll see what his plan is.
Arteezy with that AC. And Basher, he certainly hits hard.
But how much harder can he hit? He's approaching 6-slotted status. He's going for the Abyssal Blade next, so definitely going to help out.
Of course, worth noting, once again, it is another match where Arteezy is yet to die.
Dire are scared.
Well, all this showing so far on the Lifestealer, like we've seen many times today from Arteezy.
Dire scan, scopes out the smoke. OG are immediately going to migrate north. Hopefully they don't leave Oracle behind though.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Oh, they see pings, they see this Oracle.
And Arteezy, he's found Jerax straight on him, as you say, getting that wraparound onto that key support that OG need to allow their cause to fight. Jerax gone for 70. Perfect way for EG to open up potential to find more, and they're looking for it.
Oh, and Crit's creeping on Ana.
He has Doom available, and he certainly will drop it if he can. The fog will come into play as
The
Ana.
rest of the team is converging. I don't know if Ana will feel safe TPing at any point.
Yeah, can even... Is there any chance of escape?
Oh!
Back towards mid, Thompson does find the
They
Wukong's command
stomped him.
down to fly.
Ana's...
But this is certainly the bigger catch. Getting this troll, Ana alone. Arteezy comes in for a bit of the glory, XP and gold. And Ana is dead. 100 seconds, no troll, no buyback.
Yeah, that's rough. That's extremely rough because Roche has potential to respawn in 20 seconds. Lasso on the Lifestealer.
I mean,
But into what?
He's, yeah.
Taking him on a little test
That,
drive.
that definitely was a lasso for what?
You want to go on this side of the map?
I mean,
I'll
this-
take you.
Maybe he's into that, you know. Time down, you know. I go, hey, I go out there. I don't. What's he doing? No count.
Sometimes it just feels good to be able to lasso Lifestealer because those opportunities don't often come.
Sure. I mean, we said you got to hold back the emotion.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I would say.
I mean, Jerax is sponsored by OpenAI. He's og.jerax.ai. He's playing like a robot. But it's not a very smart robot.
Dire's courier has been
Careful.
killed.
Courier's dead.
Okay.
S4. He'll take it.
JJ,
He's
what was
Courier.
on that?
There was nothing.
There was nothing.
There was nothing. But still, it's a courier.
It's a courier.
It's about sending a message. No, OG, they can't send themselves items.
Radiant's bottom
Thompson,
tower is
Scardy's
under
done.
attack.
2300 gold. We'll see what he goes for next. Of course, with the Scardy, very nice as well. Get that balance, the Wukong's out. You're going to be slowing down a lot of people, especially through that magic community, through that rage. It's nice. The slows can come into play, make that a little harder for RTC to lock down on a target.
AG trying to establish control before this next Roche comes up. Start planning some aggressive wards in the northern jungle and see if they can find a pickoff.
This wraparound could be pretty painful for OG. It's no tail. Fireflies
Oh,
forward.
he
S4.
knows.
He's got Arteezy inside him. Jump forward. They get the call out onto the two of them. The bashes are out. Jerax is dead. Wukong's command will be there towards the mid to try and separate the fight. They'll go for the roar. Out onto Arteezy, but Arteezy still with S4 there. Good to go. Arteezy does get knocked up to the high ground with a flame break, so he cannot get back into the engagement.
It may have been a good thing because Troll just TP'd into that shrine.
They'll go for the Rage TP out, and he's away. There's nothing to cancel it. Lasso's not back, and neither is the roar.
Yeah, if he was actually able to get out, he would have caught a face full of honest Troll Warlord, who is now on the run. They want to fight.
So now just get the lightning slow onto No-Tail.
They really just don't want to give up this half of the map. Because as soon as they go on their side of the river, OG's like, sweet, it's our chance to start establishing some vision before the next Roche. So really, EG are just kind of bullying them. That, no, you're not allowed to know what's going on over here. You just stick to your half of the map.
And we can certainly feel that. And it always feels strange. It's sort of like the game one. You know, OG game one, they took 2 racks,
Yeah.
but it didn't really feel like that changed much. I mean, this game, sure, it's not 2 racks, but it's still a set of racks, but you don't really feel any sort of implication of them taking that racks. EG they're holding the map, holding their positions, holding the control of the overall game in a manner that feels like that Rax doesn't mean anything. Arteezy, lead rages. Make sure there's no instant follow-up after the lasso, but of course the Raw will still be there through the match community. Arteezy, can he run himself away? He jumps into Sumail. Crit's going to be jumping in on the front. That's
what a centaur stomp.
As Crit will happily die for this. He got Arteezy out safely. He's going to take a long time to get bought down. In fact, Sumail, X4, the coil, he's onto the four of them. The silence as well. Arteezy's on the front lines. He's ripping them apart. 3 dead on OG. Anna, they're trying to fight back, but Arteezy is a triple. It's an ultra. As S4 turning back in, Crit dies, but he is more than happy to sacrifice himself for that one. Going in with the Doom, allowing Arteezy to back up, get inside S4. Arteezy's like, take me home. S4 says, you what, mate? We're fighting this. Straight back in, he goes on the puck, 4-man dream call. Bibbity bobbity, everybody's dead.
I want everyone who was Crit lulling whenever Gods and Kyle were going to bat for him being a top 5 player to reevaluate what just happened with Doom making an amazing maneuver. What a centaur stomp, buying enough time for EG to disengage, and like you said, what was it, bip bop boom, something like that?
Bibbity bobbity, is this end Cinderella, right?
Couldn't say it better myself.
And that's a tier 3 tower, S4. He's a puck. Doesn't care, he's taking towers. He's got a lot of money now in his bank, 4,500 gold. He can start working on those Dagons, get a bit of burst damage on himself, and now they can push in EG, OG. They've got 3 dead. There's a couple of buybacks there, but Tops and Anna will be sure. But they don't want to use them. They're very soon to be back in the game. They will lose Rax because of it. Top lane, that's full set of Rax gone. EG take it.
But they haven't claimed any tiers 2s yet, so, well, aside from the top lane, so not being able to claim much more than that. So they are now even with Rax, however, they are 19k net worth up right now.
The lead, quite an incredible one for EG.
And they want to keep pushing it. Take that mid tier 2. Still have time on these sages, still have plenty of time left on the sages.
It's just a very hard game for OG to recover now. Sure, they've now lost to Rax, which some of the EG had lost earlier, but as you say, the difference in farm.
Yeah, just the solutions to be able to kill the Lifestealer are just becoming near impossible. Like, the Lincolns are going to be consistently placed onto the Lifestealer. He himself has that Abyssal Blade completed, so he's got damage block on deck. He's got the Aegis. And he ended up going for that Rage duration because it may not be about the match community as now Lasso.
I mean, Crit.
Okay.
He should die this time. They get their revenge, they drag him in, the full 5-man of OG beats down upon Crit, and he's dead.
And all things considered, the Doom is very important. Like I said, being able to Doom the troll so he can't battle trance is instrumental to these successes. And Seb and the rest of OG want to, again, take heavy advantage of this. But Sumail's going to cut the wave, not going to give them an avenue, and what else is there to claim in the mid lane? Mid lane you already took over. Sumail's scanned out, but this man has BOTs at 550 move speed with his Yules and Kayayasha.
I mean, Thompson's jumping through
this man's just
trying
bulldozing waves.
No tell, he's there with the wraparound. Sumail, I don't think there's any play that he can use to get himself out of this. Is Sumail?
Oh, he cheeses it. All right.
He does use the cheese here. Could have argued that it would be better to be saved, as there's no way that he's fighting back through these. Even with the lifesteal from that Octarine, it's not nearly enough.
To an extent, I would say he did his job, but now he's dead for 90 seconds. So you bought time for the Doom to respawn, but now your Leshrak's dead. So perhaps a bit overzealous as now Puck.
He does have Arteezy inside him, but won't want to jump out for that play on Anna. It's too close to the base. They know that OG's going to have backup. They have the whole squad alive.
Yeah, and Bot Shrine is still up and running for OG. Huh. Well, initially it seemed like things were hunky-dory for EG. Now there's a little speed bump.
Did get shaken up a little bit there, those last few minutes. They're really alright after the lead that they have.
Yeah.
As we've seen it swing back and forward already a few times this game, still very much in the ballpark of EG. But OG certainly showing that they will, you cannot slip up. EG, they cannot get comfortable. They've got to keep playing at the level that they've been bringing so far today. No hesitation, no degradation on the level that they're at. They have to keep it up.
So what 25s do we have on deck? I already mentioned the Rage duration taken by Lifestealer, as he probably just wants the attack speed. Leshrak goes for the Edict explosions, as to be expected. Although that may need to be put on hold as they find out
That's a big one to find.
No
Anna
buyback.
out alone. It really does feel like it's been a bit of a story for the cause of OG this series.
Just gonna march down mid.
Yeah. 90 seconds, no troll warlord.
And that he doesn't have it because of gold. He doesn't have it because it's not because he bought back previously.
Oh.
He's down 1.7k gold from being able to buy back. So that's not good.
That's not good for OG. Anna didn't do the maths.
Fly.
Doesn't have an accountant. Fly.
All right, well, Seb's stalling, I suppose. A lot of people, they really want to kill this Beastmaster.
Sep does have buyback, so
Is under attack.
as you said, brings the back. Still on the mid lane though. Crit and RTZ, they're trying to go for this. The lasso will be there onto RTZ, holding him down. He'll be able to get himself out of the Wukong's command.
See, EG want a troll buyback right now. They don't know that he doesn't have it. They're just like, any second
I mean, they're
now.
going to realize that if he's not buying back,
Yeah.
then it's time to just go. Thompson, BKB popped. He's pulling away the creeps in the mid lane, trying to do his best to make sure that EG don't have the creeps to siege the base with.
It's kind of working, as they have not taken tier 3. It's just RTZ, and he's still waiting. He's like, troll's gonna buy back and kill me any second now.
There's another creep wave coming in. You can see Thompson, he was trying to get the illusions there in time with the Radiance, but they weren't close enough to the wave. So the wave gets in. There's still one range creep alive. That's all they need to take down that backdoor protection. Seb knows he's got to get back in. With the creeps coming in, he'll buy back on the Beastmaster. That will now push EG back.
And no troll having to do anything the entire time. Not that he could have, but he ended up not doing it. OG are so good at this. I distinctly remember a TI game where No Tail on his Chen was able to cut a creep wave and basically save an entire game. A game-winning creep wave from finishing off his Ancient.
Oh, Samael's TP back though to the shrine. He's got the catch out onto Thompson. The Yule's into the stun. Samael, he's going for the play here. He has the backup of Fly 2. Thompson, can he run away? No, S4 in with the Dream Core. Thompson bursted down with the BKB that he already used earlier to cut the creeps in mid. It wasn't ready to pop again. Thompson's gone.
He has buyback though, so not all hope is lost. Really, OG are just trying to cut the waves as frequently as possible, keep EG as away from their Ancient as possible, and they're buying time. I don't know what the end game is necessarily. They're still going down net worth consistently. You know, they've had to spend the Beastmaster buyback earlier, but they're still in the game, and I think that's all they care about.
For now, at least. But it definitely feels like we're getting up to that final attempt from OG. Holding on against this power that EG's bringing. 25k lead. There's the buyback. OG, they've smoked up
They're still
behind Anna.
Oh.
Anna, BKB, it's going to be popped very early. EG easily able to just kite that one out, wait for it.
And now this double siege creep wave is gonna end up not being able to do very much.
Got to watch for the initiations of either S4 or Crit. One of them finds that.
I don't even think this is because
Jump.
EG are like playing like very, very cautiously. I think it's really just OG are making EG work for it extremely hard.
Just at every attempt,
Yeah.
cutting creep waves, split pushing out the map, making it as hard as possible for EG to feel that they're in a position to raise to the high ground. Bottom lane, Samael. Look for Thompson, this time BKB and TPR there. He's gone. Does mean that he's a Monkey King without a BKB for a push if it comes in within the next minute.
And he also hit 25, went for the command ring AoE, which definitely makes sense with the Radiance.
As EG, they feel comfortable enough to make a jump now. They may feel that they're not too pressured to do so.
Man, on a super far out, this man is so incredibly
And
confident.
S4's in. Jump. Abyssal Blade. Dream Core. Down onto Seb. Saves there from Jarax. False promises out. Seb will be fine for now. He's taking a lot of damage though. So may still pop after it all. He's able to blink back with the safety of the false promise. The damage will explode.
These Edict explosions just chewing through this tower.
Here's the push from EG. Still being a little careful, just having RTZ on the front line. They don't need to put anyone else out there. They sit behind the Lifestealer. They play reactive, ready for anything that's thrown this way of RTZ, but it's hard for OG to do so. Without Seb's Beastmaster for 100 seconds, of course his buyback's still on cooldown for 5 minutes. OG, they've got to do their best to try and hold 4v5, but it's going to be ever so hard. Thompson tries to go and get the BKB out with the Fiend script. RTZ as well with the right clicks. That's going to be a dead Thompson Monkey King for 2 minutes. Anna moves in with the BKB. The battle chance as well. He's doing a lot to bring down Arteezy.
Oh, a
but
nightmare.
The nightmare. And inside of the heroes he goes. Arteezy's fine. Jumps back out.
Oh,
He'll survive.
God.
Anna's in trouble. Samael's diving in. Fly as well. Samael gets the double. Jax, he's out of the game as well. OG falling left, right, and center. GG is called. EG, they take the game. They take the series. They come out as the true winners today, EG. A fantastic day one for them here at the Disneyland MDL Major.
Amazing from Fly with that nightmare save at the end. The game was pretty grim for OG at that point, but that just goes to show, it just basically encapsulates how well EG played. Even though we saw, some very flashy stuff from the cores, Arteezy dying 0 times, ended the game with a score of 12-0-20. I think it was really the supports that ended up winning EG both games.
Really crit
and Fly.
Yeah, the support play, but it really overall as well. Just the way that EG has turned up to this land.
Sure.
It feels like this is the EG that the fans have been waiting for.
Right.
That the fans have been posting about, memeing about. This is the lineup playing at the level, and with sort of pretty flawlessly. They're not making the mistakes that you would have seen this squad do so before that would have frustrated many online.
Yeah.
They're here.
That's a third place EG. What we're seeing right now is a championship EG.
It's definitely looking good here on day one, and that is the series done. EG 2-0, taking it against OG, turning the tables from what we saw in the last time that these two teams met. As today, EG proving to be the strongest squad by far.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MDL Disneyland Paris. My name is Slacks, and I am still here in this late night hour with two of my hypo friends on the panel. We've got Kyle and Gods. Guys, an incredible series that we got to see today. EG, OG, and EG 2Os. Who could have guessed that? Not I. But did you?
I think I did.
Okay. Well, great job there, Kyle. Good conversation.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
EG just killed it with that first 2 TB pick that you were talking
Oh,
about.
shut the hell up. Oh, shut the barn door on your mouth, sir. Also,
Shut the front door.
OD and Tsunami, I caught the end of them. They're signing off like, oh, this is a championship. It's a group stage. What are they talking about? Sumail got Lesh twice. Everyone remember TI8 the one he won when Lesh was either banned or picked every game?
I
He would
agree.
play it like this is perfect. This is the vintage EG when they play the best. When Sumail is on an active playmaker that can also dominate his lane and scale. Like, he has been a Lesh Storm player his whole career.
Gods, you said you agree?
Yeah, I mean, this is like the whole idea of, EG being a championship team based on this year. I'm like, nah, I'm not sold on it. Yeah. They're likely a top 3, top 4 team in this tournament, but it's group stage EG playing against a team who didn't make it to any of the previous 3 majors and was the 3rd team to qualify from Europe. OG's a good team. I think they'll do pretty well here. They're on the rise. They've been Anna back, but end of the day, EG hasn't played VP, Secret, LGD, Vici Gaming. Those are the 4 teams. You beat those 4 teams, then we can talk about EG being a championship team.
Agreed.
You beat OG? No, that's not the talk.
There's also, Arteezy is like no pressure on him. Like, he's 12-0-20 this game. He was 14-1-4 in the Terrorblade. He's getting to play hard carries, like rushing Midas Radiance in this game. It's just, this is the dream. This is what made Arteezy
Speaking
a
of
household
Radiance,
name. What?
Radiance Monkey King.
Yeah,
Radiance
I'm not
Monkey.
getting into that.
I was not convinced by that build.
No, I think that if you're going to win this game, you had to do stuff earlier. Like, if you want a farming item, go for a Battle Fury, sure. But if not, like, just the Echo, the Diffusal in this game would be incredible.
Yeah.
So we're watching these replays, and as you can see, it was a little bit of back and forth in the earlier game, but it got away from them for EG. What exactly do you guys think was the moment where,
This was huge. The buyback from Sumail was
this
in this fight. Yeah,
right
you
here.
can see him come back in after. Like he dies, he hesitates a little bit, and they kill off Anna on the side, and then all of a sudden there's a Leshrac.
There was a lot of that. Anna dying. On the EG side, or TZ0 deaths, 14 deaths for Anna. Most on his team. Notel has 11 deaths. Like, that is your carry player dying 14 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll stick up for Anna through thick and thin, but this was not his game. I don't know what he was doing for a lot of these games. It is kind of late end of the day, but
Sure.
It's the Troll vs. Doom, though. The problem, like, when you get doomed, you're just dead. You have to pop your BKB and your ult earlier than you want. You're not able to play, like, the Troll Dota that makes the hero look busted, where your BKB ends, you pop your ult. It's like, you're invincible for 16 seconds. You're just doomed. You're doomed in almost every single fight. You don't have a method of real damage amplification. Beastmaster's not bad by any means, but it's just not the same. I hate this Sanj and Yasha item. I feel like both games, Anna's decision to pick up this item was punished. It's cool, but it doesn't actually do anything for you. It doesn't hit a timing. It's pure just luxury. I don't really know what I want here. I want to get a bit stronger. I'll go S and Y. But it's just not an item that helps you win the game.
yeah, I don't think it's like a game-losing point by any means, though. Like, I think that's kind of nitpicky. It does do some nice things. I think specifically the status resistance, like when you're playing against all these disables.
But you could have a
Doom,
Satanic.
Bane, etc. He has a Satanic.
But
You're
my,
right.
but
He's
like,
SMY and
but his
Satanic.
BKB Satanic timing is off. That's when your troll is like
Alright.
unbelievably strong. If you're gonna go the S and Y, you do the like S and Y first or BF S and Y Satanic. But if you're gonna go BKB next, you should be buying either a different item or you just get the BKB.
All right, Kyle. I don't know what half these items are, so I'm going to need you to calm down here and let's talk about these replays. Now, one thing that I do want to talk about here is the positioning of these two teams. In a lot of these replays, you can just see OG going kind of all in, where you have your support players like Fly just kind of being in the back, waiting for their moments. Do you think the itemization, the hero picks, was the big factor, or was it this great positioning that we've seen from EG in all these replays?
I think it's a bit of both. I don't like the bat support. I think it worked against Fnatic because they had Drow, and Drow makes any range support look good because it solves your damage problems. You're in a near impossible bat. It just feels bad because you pick it early. You're like, oh, if it's a good game for it, we'll keep it on the core. But if it's not, I'll play it. But Notel, he's such high game impact on these creep heroes. Like we saw him play Ensh. His Furion's sick. Wisp unfortunately removed. That was a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He'll be back.
Just eventually. And that's a question to bring up, right? Did Ice Frog nerf OG? And like they still haven't put Wisp back in, right? Like, how is that cool? Same with Liquid. Liquid, they haven't been able to win a LAN since. You completely change Coddle, you remove Wisp. It's like, come on, man.
They want to land soon.
Meanwhile, Terrorblade's still insane. EG fans it fell. I don't know. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
These
I
are
don't
big
know.
accusations yet again that no one on the panel endorses.
They're not founded. This is not.
One to
there's
land
no
for one
proof
thing.
here.
Why don't we just listen to Kyle and what he says? Did we learn our lesson with your EE rant that we should not listen to Kyle?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. You know, my panelists are so good at so many things, but sometimes they're not good at anything. Like what just happened there. We're just going to move on there, and I'd like to talk about a wrap-up of this series and these two teams. Excited to see where EG is going. They look very strong. Kyle, some of our casters thought that they were some of the strongest that we've seen so far. You guys still thinking on that LGD train? Is that still
All
the best?
China. All China.
No.
I mean, Vici wiped the floor with LGD.
Ah.
So,
There is no best team of the tournament yet.
Yes.
We've seen
Sure.
day one of groups. The stories are starting to be told, but there's the fact that all these top teams are in different groups, not playing each other, means you don't know whether it's VP. Or the one big matchup we saw was LGD Vici, the 2-0 for Vici Gaming, so I think that's somewhat telling. But VP, Secret, EG, these teams aren't playing each other until we get into the bracket.
Sure. Speaking of the bracket, there was Group A, and here's Group B. Just a little recap of what went down today. We saw Secret 2-0 Team Empire. We saw Chaos Esports Club giving NIP a surprising fight. Secret ended up 2-0ing them anyway. And, that was Group B. Group C, you might be familiar with that one. We spent a little bit of time in there today. We did see VG Gaming, fresh out of the minor, or fresh out of India, excuse me. And 2-0ing LGD, who did an amazing job against Mineski earlier today. And, of course, you'll be seeing that Group D.
how demoralizing would it be for Mineski Payne? You know that winner, like if you win, you just play PG LGD.
That is tough. And you guys, of course, remember these bad boys. EG 2-0ing OG after OG did such a good job against Fnatic, but EG did quite a good job against Complexity. So we're seeing a couple stomps here today. Not too many 3-0s. We mostly covered 3-1s. Mostly covered those.
Yeah, some of the potential like rematches in those deciding series are good. Like, I would expect to see like Fnatic go through to play OG again. No guarantees against Complexity. They are a good team there at the major, but just because Fnatic got 2-0 by OG, they're going to ban the draft. It's going to be a much more competitive series in that decider if they play again.
Absolutely. Well, here is tomorrow's matchup because, of course, the show is ending soon today, but tomorrow is coming oh so soon. Anything you're excited about, Kyle?
I'm just sad for the poor NA teams, dude. I look at this, I'm like, wait, you guys are in the losers match round 1, and I'm looking at Fnatic and Keen Gaming. Easily 2 of the best 8 teams in the tournament, I would say. Mm-hmm. Although there's a lot, this tournament's stacked. Dota's so hard now. I'm kind of glad I'm on a panel because the competition is way easier, right?
Especially for NA teams.
And casters.
For what? Caster competitions here? Gods? Any comment? Are you gonna lose your job?
No, I hope not. Please, guys.
Let's see how the event pans out.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, NA teams are not sitting pretty at this event, other than EG. I mean, that's been the case the entire DPC season. There's been, some BO1 victories here or there in those lower bracket round 1s. I think J-Storm won a couple BO1s at some of the majors, but there's yet to be a consistent second team in NA. I think the same can be said for CIS. There's a few of these regions that have these great tier 1 team and then nobody.
Do you mean consistent as in, like, whether they're up or down, or like consistent, like you don't know who's on the team?
Okay, listen. We're not going back to that again. Beast Coast has a cool
I know
mascot.
exactly who's on the team. I could name all 10 players on both those NA teams.
That's right.
Complexity and Beast Coast.
Of course you can. Now you can. But
Have you seen Beast Coast mascot?
I have the Dota Pro Circuit app that alerts me every time there's a roster change. Complexity changed their roster. My DPC app says, there we go. Thanks, Dota Plus. Thanks.
When are we going to talk about Crush? Beast Coast mascot. He has a opposable thumb that can grip simple items. I saw the webpage. It was real neat. Crush, he looked like a Pokemon. He was neat.
Do you know where he was born? Do you know any details about this mascot? Because I'm sure you do.
And that's why I'm so intrigued. Beast Coast, if you can give us more information of the lore of Crush, I'd be into it. I think that every NA team should have a mascot.
I agree.
Complexity, probably not far from it.
Yeah, their mascot could be incompetent. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You can just borrow the Dallas Cowboys mascot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They could change their logo.
I'm sad they're not the Cole Boys. Like, why not be the Cole Boys?
The excuse me?
The Cole Boys. Okay. COL Boys.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Kyle. Agree with you there. Not at all. But you know what? That's okay. I've got something more exciting to talk about than Dota teams.
Oh.
Dota sponsors. Now, listen, everybody in the chat. These things don't happen without the beautiful people that make these things happen, okay? Sit down there, respect yourselves, and take a moment to thank these wonderful people who allowed this event to go on. Do you like Dota? Do you like Dota Pro?
Love Dota.
Of course you do. Dota don't happen without sponsors, and I would like to take a very personal moment to say some words straight from my heart about those Dota sponsors. So the first one, a big thanks to AMD team for making this event possible. That comes straight from me. SAP, I don't have too much to say about you guys. Keep on keeping on. You're making Dota happen. Thank you for all that you do. Secret Lab, just like the pros on the MDL first major stage today, I think the best way to stay comfortable without having to go through the most intense matches is with our award-winning Secret Lab gaming seats that we're in right now. Feel pretty good, gods?
Okay.
Feels great.
It's making this moment so much.
Do you enjoy those customizable supports for the most incredible sitting experience? I know I do. Thank you for real.
It's just like my grandmammy's old rocking chair.
You know what your grandmammy used to talk about? AOC. Oh. Thank you, AOC, for supporting us too. You know what?
Wait.
Just like your granny, AOC was developed for awesomeness.
She's congressman in New York. I don't live there.
Don't give out your personal information. Sennheiser. Did you know that the audio brought to you today is by Sennheiser Gaming? It's engineered for professional audio equipment for gamers worldwide. Only gamers. HyperX MDL Disneyland is brought to you in part by HyperX. HyperX, because whatever you play, however you play, we're all gamers. That came straight. Right here. I love our sponsors, I love Dota, and I love all you. Gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up today for MDL Disneyland Paris. Now, I'm not a normal host. As you may know, I'm much better than the rest. I'm going to let each one of you have a nice word, and then we will close the show. Kyle, how would you like to close the show?
I have no idea. Paul would, Red Eye would never give me this opportunity.
That's right.
So I would just say to, I'm so happy to be here.
All right, thank you, Kyle. No, continue, Kyle.
No, it's fine. By all means, I'm here all week.
God.
Plenty of times to do.
9 more days or
9 more days. Anything to say, guys, before we say goodnight tonight? Or today?
Today? No, not really. Fun day 1.
All right, well, I'm not
Or day
doing this
2.
again.
What, yeah,
I was ready. Just saying.
I was not.
Take
you cut Kyle. Kyle was
take
actually
God's
going
spot.
somewhere.
Take God's
nothing.
spot, please.
No, I was gonna just say, if you're watching home, remember to stay hydrated. It's important to drink water, and remember, you don't have to do all the things, right? Just do some of the things today. You don't have to do anything with your life. Just do something with your day. That's all. I live by that.
Well, that is a really, actually heartwarming piece that
Thank
comes
you.
straight from your heart. As for me, my special message would be thank you everybody for watching today. It's been a fun day at MDL Disneyland Paris. We have had an absolute pleasure being here, bringing you a little bit of that Disney magic with that Dota destruction. It's been a blast. So tomorrow, don't forget to tune in. Sheever and the crew will be starting it off, and Daddy and the boys will be here at night. We'll see you then. Have a good night.
He is going to be able to get a big stun out, and Kuro barely walking away until the Furion completes his teleport and claims that debuff with him. Cosmic Finale going to slow him down one more time. TI8 running underneath the tower. Mind control does he need this final road strike? It looks like he's hitting Kuro. Having one of these hands. How is that going to work? Mind control is stuck here in the corner. Meanwhile, though, he's being brought up, but he's actually playing. He's got it. He gets them all. He dies for it. Yes, but he. That's like Dark. He's going to pop out the smoke. Forward for the team, and it's actually going to go for it. The circle works laid out, but he doesn't care. He's already casting his spell, and it's going to ensure that Kuro dies as well as TI8. Some boys already down, and the Dark already blown his ulti, and he's going to be able to chase down the cover man here. As the Storm Panda on top, he can cycle it in point as he wants to, but it's not a ton of mana. And that's where Liquid realized they can no longer go for this kill. They're going to turn to the Emissary, and Gold 11 TP'd in, gets off a road strike, and Silence pushes him back, but these two are so low. Can Mind Control finish him off? It doesn't look like he's disabled, and with Dark already taking up the front line and forcing the rest of Liquid back, there's no follow-on damage. Stop the circle once before he dies. Kuro is going to get cleaned up by Yi. Nice dash tapping into Liquid. The Fissure goes down. There is going to be the Mystic Sink. Bounce it over to Mind Control. He needs that mana back, and Yi does get it just in time. But now it's 2-man burrow strike with the top of man draining up the Furion as well. G knocks him down with the Echo Slam. Cocker's going to be the last one left alive. He goes to the GP out. There is going to be the ensnare shot with the top of man draining up the Furion as well. G knocks him down with the Echo Slam. Cocker's going to be the last one left alive. There is going to be kill Hold 11, but Hold 11 gets off the BKB, goes for the TP out. They don't have the physical damage to kill him in time. Miracle will be able to catch Kaka. They need a little bit more, and that's where stopping Yi's teleport is going to be all aboard. Mind Control puts a stopper in that one. Holy cow, he's dead already. They miss one shot onto Kuro. They get the second one to be able to slow him down, and that's enough for Sprout to get there. The almost Mind Control just goes in, but Mind Control, he just replaced Curve Shaker. He knows they're going to be able to take the whole thing. That's why he's got to make the exchange in the back line. He managed to hit 2 up with the Echo Slam, but unfortunately with the team, Kaka's already laid off. Oh, Kaka with this full-on BKB is just going to be able to control that Miracle. The Drone Ranger starts laying some damage in there. There is going to be the toss-up in the air. They focus on the top man. Now there is going to be no buybacks whatsoever from Liquid. So he's going to lose Miracle here completely. It's the no price placed onto him. He's dead. No buyback there either. That's it. That is going to be Mega Creeps and keep up with him. Caustic Finale is going to slow him down one more time. GH running underneath the tower. Mind Control doesn't even need this final Burn Strike. It looks like Bruce Shaker, he knows they're going to be able to take the whole thing. That's why he's got to make the chase in the back line. He managed to hit 2 up with the Echo Slam, but unfortunately with the Tamer,
Kaka's got a BKB.
Oh, Kaka with his full-on BKB is just going to be able to control that Miracle. The Drone Ranger starts playing some damage in there. There is going to be the toss-up in the air. They focus on the top man. Now there is going to be no buybacks whatsoever from Liquid. So he's going to lose Miracle here completely. It's the no fires placed onto him. He's dead. No buyback there either. That's it. That is going to be Mega Creeps and
What was that stat? He was like, he averaged a kill every like 4 minutes.
oh yeah, by like 6 minutes, he always had a kill pretty much. They are going to be able to pick up the first one. That's going to be Liquid. And that's the thing. Whoa, the Primal Roar onto the got bounced, but he got off the spike carapace. That's all important. They are going to chain some stuns to make sure he can't get anything off. He's going to be gone and Eye Control almost dead as well, but he does manage to get off his base shift and jumps away to his sword. So he's going to be okay with the Beat Script on the Dragonite. Where's the Aponic Shield? He's actually silenced up right now. The Event can't save this DK. He's going to God. Miracle now moves forward, goes for old chicken as well. Dark trying to keep it.
They're just gonna straight up call.
All right, that's it. They're not even going to wait for the next team fight. They know. Oh, it's a one last.
I think
He's going for it. He's gonna Fisher block the Courier.
He's got boots.
No, he's got boots. Too fast. Leap away, Frog. The Courier gets away. Matamba Man actually picks up the first. That could be so much worse. He does have a dagger into the trees, but he just can't get there in time.
Mind Control.
Yeah. Misses though, forced down forward, the Spectre. Popping that ultimate, they could go for Curl, but that feels like a poor substitute compared to the war position of GH. They can pop that Stampede, try to get away with E, but he can't make it. But now Miracle's heavily committed, he's rooted down to the spot, and they will kill him. Somehow they managed to potentially win this fight, because now they're going to be able to catch Curl as well. We'll make sure that Liquid will close out this victory in Game 3.
Yeah, the story of the mid game and the early game was all that anti-mage and the Roger getting dangerously low here.
Doesn't really have a way out of this one except for Dookie through the trees, but eventually he will be found. Liquid shotgun down! He immediately buys back though, and on the high ground, Liquid will now turn. GH, Roger, he's already dead. Cole in the back lines, AT Ramsey pops, BKB and turns, but Man turns on his BKB, is ready to turn, tries to fight me, realizes he can't actually do that. Miracle in the back line needs some help, trying to help out. BKB, turn around, trying to go for Ramsey as fast as possible, but now Carl is dead. No buyback there. Liquid. The game was the epitome of back and forth.
46-44 is the end. Fucking fantastic.
Oh, this time around, it's going to be Solo making the rotation over as he gets the telekinesis pull back, and the first one will go.
That's Roger.
Trouble. Tries to go for the winner's third.
Oh, he missed a bump. He missed a kill.
He's going to commit for this one. He's just going to run all of BK. This is a beautiful kill. An uphill miss.
I'm not even trying to troll here, but did you see how the game ended? He teleported behind Miracle, found the real one, lifted him, and that's what started the fight. Evo may not be this. Our drugs getting stopped by centaurs.
With the flamethrower already used, there's no safe.
I just want to give one more prompt to that. So this is something that is very important to know as an Oracle versus Silence matchup. Pretty much every single time this going through was jumping in. X-Nova was pre-channeling, but safety is very relevant thing. Because you didn't like to see those microphones in that fire state. He gets snared up.
Wrap around there. Dream up top, left wide. He's pretty low. Does look for Scorch to help him get away. See the bounty ring being contested. In fact, Chalice is able to get a kill onto Ninja Boom. He is called. This game, this series is over. PSG LGD taking the series 2-0. They know they're going to lead him with the Q. Jax and Anna ready to chase him down. The tip's already coming out. Seb throws the tip out to Fly. Fly's in trouble. He's gone. No, will be doomed by S4. Will pops the drum, stun.
Oracle announces false promise.
Can keep this Thompson Panda pretty safe, but now they'll turn. Anna and Seb, they move to the mid. Jumps are on BG. There it is. GG is called as Evil Geniuses take game 1 of this best of 3 against OG.
Anna
Secret. He's going to take the level 1 score turn for this one. He's ready to chase down Anna and get more action. That's down onto Jarrett. Jarrett silenced as well. The wind is down. But Anna's going to work on the punch. The punch dead. But OG, they've lost 3 in total. It's looking like there's going to be another as well. As Anna held down. Triple kill for Fly. Thompson. They've got to do their best to try to hold 4v5, but it's going to be ever so hard. Thompson tries to go and get the BKB out of the Fiend Script. RTC as well with the right clicks. That's going to be a dead Thompson Monkey King for 2 minutes. Anna moves over the BKB. The battle chance as well. He's doing a lot to bring down RTC.
Oh, a nightmare.
The nightmare. And inside of the hero as he goes. RTC's fine. Jumps back out. He'll survive. Anna's in trouble. Samel's diving in. Fly as well. Samel gets the double. Jarrett, he's out of the game as well. OG falling left, right, and center.